Tonight on DC News Now, the Commanders calling an audible. Quarterback Jayden Daniels won't play Sunday.
We really need this one. We can't go 0-2 after that first win.
The concerns and confidence fans have for backup QB Marcus Mariota.
And for the final weekend of summer, we're talking about high temperatures into the 70s. More details on the rest of that 7-day, though, coming up.
Tens of thousands of people set to flood the district's H Street corridor for this weekend's big festival. Businesses are preparing.
It was squirming around. It was fighting with me. It was hissing. It was not a happy camper.
A DC boater scoops up an alligator from the Washington Channel. How he wrangled the reptile and where it is now.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. Let's talk about the fact that we made it to Friday and all systems go in the weather department.
Looking fantastic. Chief Meteorologist Jackie Layer here. The weekend looks spectacular.
Yeah, spectacular in the 70s for those high temperatures for Saturday and Sunday. Speaking of the 70s, we are seeing those 70s, a lot of the 70s on the map right now. Currently 76 in DC, seeing those 70s up and down the I-81 corridor, but upper 60s down towards the Culpeper area. Did have a couple sprinkles earlier. Those were mainly for our northernmost areas. That's ahead of a cold front that'll be diving through the area over the course of the next few hours, and that will also be settling those temperatures in the 70s into tomorrow. So today we had those high temperatures well to those upper 80s to right about 90 degrees. That's not sticking around for the weekend because of that cold front. So here's a view of midnight tonight. We slowly start to see those winds shifting to mainly out of the northeast. And once you notice that wind shift, that's when you know that that cold front has already moved through your area. But as we look towards tomorrow morning, northeast, and eventually we'll see those winds shifting to mainly out of the east tomorrow afternoon. That will keep those temperatures a bit more on the cooler side out there tomorrow, especially when you compare it to the day today. So tomorrow, feeling a bit more fall-like out there, and we'll see a mix of sun and clouds out there for your Saturday afternoon. So I'll have more details and timing out the rest of that 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Jackie, thank you. Now to some disappointing news for Commanders fan star QB Jayden Daniels sidelined for Sunday's game against the Raiders.
Well, certainly a tough blow for fans hoping to see number 5 at home. DC News Now's Yamri Sase joining us live tonight at a sports bar in Northwest.
And Yamri, how are fans feeling about this injury report?
Yeah, there was definitely some uncertainty on whether Jayden Daniels would play this Sunday, but after getting that confirmation that he will be sidelined, some people were disappointed, others looking forward to Marcus Mariota stepping up, and Raiders fans that are in town for the game this weekend believe that this is their one step closer to victory.
To be clear, Jayden will not play Sunday.
Correct.
Fans were hoping to see Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels take the field against the Raiders on Sunday, but they'll have to wait as he recovers from his knee injury.
I don't love that Daniels is hurt.
It's going to be tight. They're going to miss him. They're going to miss him. I hope they got a backup quarterback can do what he do.
Some Commanders fans say this is a chance for the backup quarterback, Marcus Mariota, to step in and prove himself.
Oh, I'm not worried at all. The backup quarterback was one of my favorite quarterbacks in college, Marcus Mariota.
Rooting for Mariota, all right? He's a Heisman Trophy winner, too. He's a former first-round pick.
Sunday's game will also pit Mariota against his former team. He played for the Raiders from 2020 to 2021.
There's an opportunity to play against his old team, so I think this will be a little motivation like that.
Looking forward to him going out there and putting up a lot of points.
I think they can still win, though.
And of course, Raiders fans in town for the game aren't hiding their excitement. They're hoping for a W.
I think we're going to run the ball more for the Raiders. Ashton Genty's really going to show out, and we're going to beat the Commanders.
I'm hoping we have more of the first game for the Raiders than we did the second game of the Raiders.
For Commanders fans, it's about holding on to hope and trusting the team.
I'm playing and hoping. I put my money on it.
Win. Win. I mean, we really need this one. We have all these division games coming up, so we just got to buckle down against a team that's not better than us.
Well, the game is this Sunday, and it kicks off at 1 p.m. For now, reporting in Northwest, I'm Yamri Sase, DC News Now.
Yamri, thank you. The federal takeover of D.C. police, it is over, but President Trump keeping thousands of National Guard troops in the district. The Joint Task Force releasing the latest numbers showing just under 2,600 guards are in the district, nearly 1,000 are D.C. National Guard, and more than 1,600 are from 8 different states. Now, the task force saying their current mission is beautification in the Haynes Point and Rock Creek Park areas, and have since cleared 1,000 bags of trash, spread 700 cubic yards of mulch, and painted 270 feet of fencing.
All new tonight in Virginia, Prince William County police say they're looking for a man who tried to sexually assault a woman during a concert at Jiffy Lube Live Tuesday night. Police said the man threatened her with a knife and forced her into the woods. They say the woman had minor injuries. If you know anything about this, give police a call.
Voters in Virginia already casting early ballots in the general election. There are some big races, including for governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and the House of Delegates. You can cast an early in-person ballot at 3 polling sites in Fairfax County and 1 in each of Arlington and Loudoun counties. Election officials will open up more sites towards the end of early voting, which goes until November 1st, and the general election is November 4th. You'll also have a chance to hear from the 2 gubernatorial candidates in their first debate right here on DC News Now. Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earle-Sears and former Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger will take the stage Thursday, October 9th at 7 p.m. The debate is hosted by our sister station and Norfolk State University.
In Maryland, concerns about the cost of rebuilding Baltimore's Key Bridge. The transportation secretary also questioning the timeline and what he calls DEI contracting practices. Sean Duffy sent a letter to Governor Wes Moore, who says the project is moving ahead at full steam. Moore notes demolition and pre-construction is already underway and promises to work with the Trump administration to cut costs, keep things safe, and get the bridge back up as quickly as possible. In health news, a CDC advisory panel says only Americans who want the COVID vaccine should get it after talking with their doctor. That same group also recommended changes to the childhood vaccine schedule. This week, they voted to remove the MMRV combination shot from the schedule for children under 4. It's for measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox. The panel also delayed a vote on whether to stop recommending newborns get vaccinated against hepatitis B, a liver virus. Any recommendations made by the panel would need approval from the CDC director. Well, taking aim at Ticketmaster, the Federal Trade Commission is suing the ticketing giant for driving up prices for concerts and events.
And also signing on to the lawsuit, a bipartisan coalition of attorneys general from several states, including Virginia. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live in the studio.
So, Daniel, what are fans saying about this latest measure to try and rein in the company?
Susan, everyone I talked with is happy about government officials holding Ticketmaster accountable. While their policy on pricing changed a few months ago, many think this is still an important step to ensure fans won't be nickeled and dimed. If you've used Ticketmaster in the past, you know the frustration of hidden fees.
They're so sneaky, I actually hate it. It's, you know, you always think you're getting this price and there's no changes, but then it's like so much more money than it actually is.
In May, Ticketmaster did change its policy to now have all-in pricing up front, but only after the Biden administration's FTC rule on junk fees took effect.
All apps should be transparent on all the fees and stuff like that.
And now the Federal Trade Commission and a bipartisan group of 7 state attorneys general are suing, claiming Ticketmaster and its parent company Live Nation have deceived artists and consumers.
If they're trying to take honest hard workers' money by giving you one price, then you go and see and it's a completely different price, I think it's good to hold them accountable.
The Trump administration accusing Ticketmaster of coordinating with ticket brokers who bypass ticket limits, driving up prices.
I had bought tickets to a Coldplay concert in Nashville, and that was like a big thing where like tickets were being taken really early. We were waiting in line online, and then you go into one of these sites and the tickets were super expensive.
One internal review found just 5 brokers controlled 6,300 Ticketmaster accounts and had 246,000 tickets to 2,500 events.
I'm glad someone's doing something about it, I'll say that.
Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares, listed on the lawsuit, said, quote, Ticketmaster should be preventing this conduct, not enabling it by turning a blind eye to brokers' illegal ticket harvesting and reselling the tickets for even more profit. We reached out to Ticketmaster for comment, and we have not heard back. In the studio, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
A small technology business in Western Maryland is focused on hiring veterans, and it's part of the reason for its success. A Marine veteran started the IT company in Hagerstown just months before the start of COVID, and he credits the growth of Berry Solutions to its commitment to helping veterans and local nonprofits.
There's a certain type of work ethic that goes along with veterans, and I think it's John's way of wanting to give back.
One of the company's biggest clients is Sheetz. They train in-house IT professionals for the gas station and convenience store chain.
Alexandria native Noah Lyles continuing to make history on the track. He smoked the field to win his 4th straight 200-meter title at the World Championships in Tokyo. Look at him go here. Lyles clocked a time of 19.52 seconds. 28-year-old got off to actually a slow start, had to come from behind for that victory. He is now tied the record with Usain Bolt with 4 straight World Championships. Congratulations. Pretty impressive.
The Capitals are starting their preseason on Sunday night in Boston. They're playing the Bruins. The game is Sunday at 5. Then it is off to the regular season on October 8th when the Caps will be hosting Boston at Capital One Arena.